Hello, 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 how are you? This is Els Kimney from Beam's Crafty Corner, and today I have a new project. So, do you have a lot of these? I do too. So I wanted to do something with them, so we have a project today. We are going to do this. I know you can't see them. That's why I have them on this little tray, so that I can pick them up and you can see them. So these are little buttons. They're all buttons, and they just have these little, little blings on the top. Guess we could call them cupcake buttons. But we're going to be doing this today, and what you can do with these, there's all kinds of things, but one of the things you can do is you can make clusters out of them. See? Look at that. I know I made a cluster and it actually looks like a cluster. So we're going to be doing this today. So this is wallpaper. These are buttons. This is a hot glue gun. Let's do this. I'm going to get a bunch of stuff out. I'll be right back. Okay, so first thing first, we need buttons. Okay, so here's the deal. Nothing like this with this shank on the back is going to work. So let's get rid of that. Unless you want to cut it off. If you want to cut it off, then you can use it. If you have a way to remove the shank on the back of a button, then by all means, remove it. It's just not easy to do. Okay. Alright? So if you can remove the shank off the back and you want to use the button, then go ahead and use it. But if you can't remove the shank, get rid of them. We can't use those right now, okay? So anything that's got a shank on it, I'm going to get rid of it. Get it out of my way, okay? Then I'm going to get rid of anything that I like, that I want to keep. You know, that I'm using on another project. Boy, I wish that would work. Okay, so I've got all the shanks out of here. At least I think I do. There's a snap. Let's get rid of the snap. There's another one. Okay, there's another one. Alright, so I've gotten rid of all the shank buttons. And I'm left with this pile. Next thing I'm going to want here is some kind of wallpaper or fabric or something that I can back this on. You're going to want all your little bits and bots. If you have a pair of pinking shears, that might be helpful. If you don't have pinking shears, regular scissors will work, or some of those, fussy cut scissors. Oh, also, paper flowers. If you have these paper flowers like this, that just fell out of the jar, these work as well too, for this. So that's a good thing to have. And get out your bling. Okay, this is my bling box, and I have all colors of the rainbow in here, and everything from clear to black is in here. So get out your bling, and we're going to get started, okay? So the first thing we need to do is kind of build our cupcakes. So to do that, we're going to just take buttons and stack them one on top of each other here till we get the look we're looking for. And if you can get them to fit inside of each other, like these bigger buttons, see how that has that big base? If you can fit one inside of there, all the better. If you want to color these, like if you want to paint them, that works too. Hey, shank button doesn't belong here. All right, well, we cut the shank off of this one, so let's do something with it. maybe. I've got to find a button with a divot in the middle. I need a button with a divot. There's one with a divot. There we go. Okay. And then, so you want to layer these by size. So, you know, you're looking for a button that's bigger than this button, and then you're looking for a button that's smaller than that button, or you're looking for a button that'll fit, you know. And I think I might have one in the shank bag, because there's a big hole, like, in the middle of this one. Here we go. That'll fit. That'll work. Okay, I like that. We're going to do that one. And let's see. I really like this. That'll work. That's an interesting button. Okay. Alright. So we're going to work with these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these and put them on my mat. The mat that I'm using here is a Teflon mat that's heat resistant. And I'm just going to move these off to the side. And then we're going to bring these back in. So it's pretty simple. All we're going to do at this point is hot glue. So we're going to put a little bit of hot glue in the center of our button. And then we're going to put the other button right on top. Press it down. And we're just going to do that with all of our buttons. A little bit of hot glue. Top button. Press it down. Kind of want it on there centered. And then move it off. I'm going to use a little bit more hot glue on this one because this one is kind of concaved and they fit together kind of weird. Okay, I'm going to do a triple here. So, glue, button. Let's get it in the middle. There we go. Glue, button. There we go. We'll do this one. Glue, button, and this last one, glue, and a button. Alright, now we're going to let these set off to the side for just a few minutes, and then we're going to get all these stringies, you know, the glue strings, off of them, because it's just unattractive, you know. Alright, so the next part is going to be cutting some bases. I will be right back and we'll get started on putting some bases together. We can get this hot glue gun set off to the side. Okay, right back. Alright, so you can use lace, you can use fabric, you can use chipboard, you can use whatever you want as a base. I'm choosing to use wallpaper. So what I'm cutting is about a 1.5 to 2 inch piece of wallpaper. And then I'm just going to cut that down to a workable size. I am going to make sure that I have pinked all of the edges. And then I'm going to pick one of my buttons. Let's see which one I like. And then I'm going to add some lace and some trims, and I'm just going to start building, you know. Oh, let's see. Maybe do some of this. Now the great thing about this is I could just stop right here, you know, and not do any more decorating. And I could do that so that, you know, when I'm actually going to be using this, I can decorate it the way that it needs to be for the project that I'm doing. So I could just start with these. It is entirely up to me. Let's see. Piece of this might be what I'm looking for. That might be it. So I'm going to hot glue this down. And we all know that I'm horrible at clusters. Okay? Let's not even try to pretend. We all know I'm bad at it. Alright. So once I have all that, I'm going to zhuzh it up a little bit. So, I'm going to find a jewel, you know, a blingy that I think will work. I'm just going to add it to the top. So now it looks like this. Now I can add more to this or take away from it. Doesn't matter. Okay? So let's do the next one. So I picked out, well, I didn't pick it out. This flower jumped at me. Let's find a flower that works. Let's do this one. I like that. Well, I can live with it. I'm not going to dig in here. It's too much of a pain in the behind. You have no idea how many flowers are actually in there until you start pulling them out. Okay, and let's use a piece of this. Now I could, you know, punch a shape or die cut a shape if I want to, certainly. Or, you know, just cut it out this way. And this needs some lace. I don't know if that's it. I just don't. I have to look. That may not be, you know, the end all, be all end all here. Let's see. I really do have to admit that I am horrible at clusters. Yeah. They are kind of the bane of my existence. I'm not good. No, no. I am very bad at them. But you know what? I keep trying. That's what matters. I just keep trying. Alright. It's going to be this. Here we go. So, a little bit of glue. Set that in there. Add that. Hey, man. Don't be sticking to me. It's like a weird puppet show. Okay. A little bit more glue. Put the flour on. Add the thing. Put some bling. Let's see. Blingy, blingy, blingy. I need some blingy. Just a little bling, though, you know? It has to be a little bitty bling. I think I got a little bitty bling. Oh, that's a big bling. I need a little bitty bling. Here's a little bitty bling. Okay. Okay. So I got a little bit of bling, a little bit of glue, drop the bling in the glue, push it down, okay, and there's a thing, okay, so that's my little project. So you can take these and you can just stop at this point if you want. Add a little bit of glue. Toss on a piece of bling. And just put those in to a box or, you know, your embellishments tray or whatever, and you can just take them out and then stack things up and create something bigger that you want to use. Okay? So you just take these and you build them and you put them in your stash and then you pull them out when you need them and you can add things to them and you'll find the perfect one for everything. Anyway, that's my project for today. Listen, if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Like me, ring my bell, share me with all your friends. And then your friends can be my friends, and my friends can be your friends, and our friends can get to be friends. And before you know it, we have a giant crafting community. I go live on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's 11, 12, 1 across the country. And 8 o'clock over in Hawaii. I post videos on Mondays and Wednesdays. And in 2022, I have 2 special events going on. One is my hashtag 12 of 22 journal challenge. If you would like more information on that, the best way to do that is to go to the description box below. There's a link. Go ahead and follow it over to the slideshow. It'll tell you everything you need to know. And the second thing that I'm doing are my free classes of 2022. And in order to get information for those, the absolute best way to do that is when you subscribe and you ring the bell, click the all notifications button. And then you will receive notifications the minute those videos come out. It is a morning video release. You go in, you watch the video, you participate in that class, and then that afternoon, if you are watching it the day that it releases, that afternoon I go live and we talk about what happened in the class. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns, I answer them live for you. And that's about it. Until I see you again, stay safe. Bye-bye.